Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, December 9th, 2018. So, we are about to finish the third map of the new map wall, and that's pretty good because then I can return home. Oh, there's a skeleton. Then I can return home and remove a few. Wow, this skeleton was clever. Remove a few of the items I have gathered during this expedition. Ow. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to. Can I get my arrow back? Yes, I can. To get back home, to get rid of all those things I have collected, to listen to the music disc. I think this could be pretty good. And yeah, overall, to do maybe the first implementation of the new map wall, to just see how this thing looks like. I think this could be super cool and super interesting. And yeah, that's hopefully the plan for today, because I hope I just need to move into this direction for one time in order to explore the rest of the map. This would be super cool. So yeah, today is the second advent. The advent season is making progress, and personally I haven't really noticed this. I haven't really realized this on the one hand. The weather isn't really Christmassy like, it's not winter like, it's a little bit more like fall. We have temperatures of 10 centigrade and it's raining, so I would say, hey, this is the weather of October. And yeah, we are dealing now with this type of weather in the midst of December, so that's a little bit disappointing and concerning, especially with this whole global warming situation. But yeah, I discussed this so many times, so this time I don't want to get too deep into this topic. Just wanted to mention it again. Just wanted to continue raising the awareness for this problem that's currently going on our pale blue dot. So yeah, this has been addressed now. On Friday, we had to do a quick trip to for a project meetup in a different town. So this was quite alright. The most interesting thing was that from our, in total, 4 people who are working at my university at this project, only 2 went there. So I went there with the other professor. Was pretty good, was interesting, but we missed, or we forgot to define a place where we can meet before we take the train, because as I got to the train station, I wasn't sure where's my professor, where's she, and I think she has the same problem. Later on, as we arrived as we arrived in the other town, we found that, well, she was sitting on the one end of the train, I was sitting at the other end of the train, so we had basically the entire train between us. So this went a little bit wrong, but still, we found each other and took the cab to the university, and yeah, things were quite alright. The meeting itself also was quite alright. The results were good. They caused some work, as always, but not really in a bad sense. So it's manageable, and that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with the outcome of this meeting. So that's cool. That's really cool. Speaking of the weather again, I miss a little bit to go outdoors, to go hiking, to just be in the nature. I mean, the last few weeks were quite stressful with the deadline and with the preparation for this meeting on Friday. Now with the meeting over, nothing major is going on, hopefully, for the rest of this year. Well, there are a few things that might come up, and where I might need to put some energy into it, but I really hope that it will be less stressful over time, and that I can maybe relax a little bit for the rest of the year. That would be good. That would be really good because I'm quite tired. Um, yeah, I just saw the Christmas market on Wednesday afternoon, but I haven't really checked it out. So just went by, saw all those booths with their Christmas sweets, bratwurst, and some mullet wine. So yeah, that's pretty good. But well, when the weather isn't really cold, you don't really are interested in going to those Christmas fairs. But still, quite nice. Looking forward to go there at some point. Then the Christmas events will start. That each department will have their own Christmas celebration, Christmas end of the year party situation, and next week one is coming up. The week after, so in the last week before Christmas, I do have two additional ones. One from my main chair where I'm employed, and the other one is for our student workers. So the student workers get their very own Christmas party, which is super cool, which is nice, which is really a nice gesture. And yeah, I really like this because they do a lot of work. They put a lot of energy into our things, and so it's nice that we can thank them for what they have done. Speaking of thanking student workers, I also thanked. Oh, have I talked about this? Yeah, I think I already talked about this last time or not. Not quite sure. I gave the two student workers that help us with the course, with the seminar, chocolate Santa Claus. So I hope they just to show my appreciation for their work and for all the things they do. And I think this is really important to just show people how important they are, and to just tell them, hey, you're doing a great job. What you do is awesome, is great. It's really perfect. And I think that's super important because often I feel, at least that's my experience, things often are seen as normal. So yes, there are things to be done, and they did it in a good thing, in a good way, in a perfect way. And yeah, I mean, this was just expected. So why to thank someone? And this really makes me sad because I think this is really a great thing, and when someone really shows engagement and shows that some motivation, you have to do something. You just have to say that's great, thank you very much, and just show that you appreciate what they're doing. I mean, otherwise it becomes a little bit sad. And but yeah, I talked about this in the past quite some time, that I think it's way more important to be nice and to also think about people. Like, okay, this is really the problem, that often people behave pretty bad, and so you are getting into a bad mood, and you're disappointed, and so you start to react to other people in a bad way. Ooh, this is a nice mountain, in a bad way as well. And I'd like to get to the top of this mountain. This would be awesome. And yeah, it can just start with, in the morning, instead of being greeted and getting a nice good morning or so, just getting a pretty bad and stupid comment or so, and then you think, okay, then you're in a bad mood, and the vicious circle starts, that everyone you meet gets a bad reply, a bad answer. And yeah, it's really bad. It's sad then that when those things happen. I think we will see this. Oh man. I think we will see this mountain next time again, or at some point in the future, when we continue with the next map. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not really thick. I'm not quite sure where this is coming from, but as you hear, the coughing is still there, so that's a little bit annoying. I really hope that this will end soon, because yeah, it's bad, especially for recording and so on, when you constantly have to cover and you think, oh man, will this ever stop or so? So I hope at least over the Christmas period things will calm down, and I can recover. I just contribute this to the overall stress level or so. Yeah, so just thank people, show them your appreciation for what they're doing, and I think that this is super important. This also brings me to a different topic. On the way to the different university, to the for the meetup on Friday, I had to take the tram to the train station, and during the tram ride I saw, okay, they're sitting a girl on a spot which is normally dedicated to people who have some kind of who are disabled, so or old, and just need basically prime. Woo! Shoot. Okay, so much about my bed. Okay, that's unfortunate. All right. Oh no, my bed still exists. This is good. I thought this bed would have exploded. Aha. Okay. We can still sleep. Let's do this. Let's get the bed out and throw it down and sleep. Oh man. This was interesting. And yeah. So then basically a grumpy old man got into the tram and basically forced her away, and it was quite obvious that she has some issues. I think something was wrong with at least one of her arms or hand, because she was wearing gloves, and and you saw that she can't really manipulate things with the one hand, and I just imagine there's something, there was something, is something, and yeah, she was then forced away, and this man was super unfriendly, and I thought, well, really, what was this necessary? And I mean, there were so many other free spots, there were so many other free seats. Why do this? I would fully have understood this if this old man would have just said, okay, there's no other spot free available. Then, okay, yeah, maybe you can then be a little bit unfriendly or so. But in this very case, this really made me sad. This made me super sad as I saw this. And this girl, then, I mean, there were the seat left. There was a seat available right next to me, and I offered her the spot, and I mean, she sat down there and she was then crying. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I really expect, but this was a thing where I think, okay, can't we just be a little bit more friendly? Can't we just be less aggressive, less unfriendly? Can't we just be nice to everyone, and even think, hey, maybe someone is sitting on the spot because she's disabled, or something is going on, that there is a particular reason for that. And I think this general unfriendliness is really a thing that makes me sad, and I was then also quite sad as I saw this little girl, well, not little girl, but she was already grown up, but this brings me to the next point. How do you react to those things? What is the best reaction to such a situation? I mean, how do you comfort someone without being weird? I mean, that's really the main problem, where I thought, okay, I like to do something about it. I mean, I could have. She already had a handkerchief, and yeah, I mean, you can always ask, everything okay or so, but in this very case, I was not quite sure how to solve the situation at best without causing some additional stress and other issues. So this was a little bit a bad situation where I thought, okay, something is really weird, something is really wrong. But oh well, this has happened on Friday. So many things have happened on Friday, and yeah, here we are, and on Sunday. Right, I hiking. I started with hiking. Yes, I really like to go out hiking again. I really like to step outdoors, and I really hope I can do so next weekend. This would be pretty good to well, it would be the last weekend before the Christmas time, more or less. So one last big hike for the year. So this would be good. This would be really cool. Looking forward to that. Speaking of Christmas, oh dear, that's a different problem. I'm not quite sure what Christmas gifts to get. What can I get for my parents? What can I get for friends? And what shall I reply when I get asked? Hey, I like when my parents, for instance, ask me, hey, what do you like to get for Christmas? And I don't know. I mean, for my parents, I already found something. As I was waiting at the train station, went into a bookshop, and there I found... Neat. And there I found an interesting book, a book from an author, from which we already got 2 books, and he's pretty good. He is writing nice novels. So I'm thinking about getting this book for my parents, but I need a little bit more than just one single book. So this is a little bit of a problem, and yeah, I thought, hey, at some point this entire Christmas situation shouldn't be so much of a problem, but apparently it continues to be a problem. It continues to be a problem. Oh no, this was close. This continues to be a problem every time, every year, that I don't know what I like to get, and I don't know what I can get for others, and yeah, that's a little bit weird and problematic. Also, the usual thing, the usual Christmas. We can ride the waterfall. The usual Christmas problematics coming up with, well, being alone. There's this feeling of solitude, and yeah, now we also have this sad Minecraft music. Thank you very much, Minecraft, for emphasizing this sad mood. But yeah, I don't know. This is also a different problem where every time of the year this feels a little bit weird, and I guess it's also a problem for others, because over the course of this week I was contacted by friends, and they all talked about their current issues, their current problems, and thoughts and issues. So I don't know. It's weird. I mean, Christmas should be something about happiness. Should be something about enjoying, and right now it feels a little bit like the opposite. Right now it feels a little bit more like, well, Christmas is nice. It's good that Christmas is coming up soon, but it's causing so many problems and so many issues and so many things that are not really needed, that are not necessary. So yeah, but in the end, once Christmas has started, I think everything will be fine and will be great. I even started to listen to some Christmas music. I listened to my favorite Christmas song, which is Carol of the Bells, and there are so many different versions of it. So that's always cool. You can listen to it performed by a choir, or you can listen to it when how they're called, a cappella, an a cappella group is singing it to it, or so there are so many versions. This is really cool. This is really a thing. I mean, this the song is some kind of, it has some drama. It's not like just your standard Christmas thing. It's a little bit like Dark Christmas or so. I don't know, but I think this is a pretty cool Christmas song, and I really like it. And yeah, I'm a little bit more afraid of the standard music. Speaking of standard music, right? Yesterday, I finally managed to hang my photo canvases at the walls. So this has been done, but oh dear. Got to the do-it-yourself market, do-it-yourself store, and I found a new one here in this town, which is pretty cool because it's not the central one, and it's pretty quiet. It was easy to get there. It was comfortable to drive there, so I had not to drive on the main roads, which was good because it was less stressful. Got some nails. Finally found some nails. Got some nails, and yeah, as I was in this do-it-yourself store, they of course played also some Christmas music, and felt a little bit like, that's weird, because the do-it-yourself stores are quite large, and you felt quite alone in there because there weren't so many people, because it's not one of those central ones. And so this was a weird feeling, like, okay, Christmas music, you're alone, weird feeling, awkward, very awkward. Yeah, but this is not the thing I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the process of hanging with the canvases at the walls. Yeah, it wasn't easy to get them up straight. I mean, I found, hey, you can use your smartphone. There's an app for it that provides you with scales and so on. So that's pretty good. Still, getting those nails straight into the wall without bending them, oh dear, this was already a process. I think I wasted about 10 nails or so. The first 10 all the time were bent because the walls are too strong or so. So this was also a problem. But yeah, managed to finally hang them at the walls, and they are quite straight. They're not completely straight, but they're looking good, and they are looking really good. I'm super happy with the way how this looks like now in my apartment. It really improves. It really improves the style of my apartment. Really improves the decoration. Everything looks a little bit more comfy and a little bit more colorful. So that's cool. I'm super happy with that, and I'm super happy with the selection of pictures I used and I got printed. So great news. A lot of great news. So a lot of great things are coming along here. Now, yeah, there's not so much else going on right now. It's just a very, very calm Sunday or so, but that's good. I really noticed I need some sleep. I need to regain some energy. Last week was not as stressful at the deadline week, but still with the preparation for this meetup on Friday, there was a lot of work that had to be done, and yeah, now I can finally regain some energy, relax a bit. So that's good. That's really nice. We haven't made skeleton. We haven't made it back home though. Can we? Okay, we're here. So we should be pretty close to our home, I guess. I hope. And I also hope that you have enjoyed this very episode, that you will be joining me next time. Dear. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you. Ow. Okay. Apparently the episode isn't over yet. Have we attracted that creeper guy? So I would need some food. I'm not quite sure if I can make it without food. Let's see. Let's just go to bed. See you.